Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy RUSHRC, and I'm coming at you guys with another storytime video. Now, this happened yesterday, so it's still fresh in my mind, and I still remember everything detail by detail. So, basically, yesterday I got arrested. Now, before you guys start judging me, it wasn't for anything really big. It wasn't for anything I did. Now, what happened was I went to the football or the soccer with the lads, and you know, we were at the pub, we were having a few beers, so we were all pretty pissed, to be honest. Pissed is like an Australian way of saying drunk. And we were drinking, and generally before big games, it was the Melbourne derby, it was Melbourne City versus Melbourne Victory, so it was a pretty big game. There was about 50 riot cops that showed up. Basically what happened was, generally speaking, before these big games, there's a march. Now, what a march is where you go with the terrace or the active area of the team you support, and you march to the stadium together in groups of hundreds. We're getting ready for the march, you know, we're getting our last drinks in and whatnot. We were starting chanting, and the march wasn't really starting, and I was firing up because, you know, I fucking hate the victory scum. And basically, the march was starting, we're walking down towards the stadium at the time. March started, so we started walking towards the stadium, we were chanting, we were singing along, and then all of a sudden, you hear, boom! A flare was ripped. And I don't know if you guys know, but last time I burnt my hand on a flare, and that's another story for another day. And there was a few flares ripped, there was about 5 or 6. All you could see behind me was orange coloured smoke, because that's the colour of smoke that comes out of a flare generally. And I was nowhere near this flare, by the way, and I was just walking forward, still chanting, still going off, because, you know, I love myself a bit of coloured smoke. And basically what had happened was the cops had picked me out and said, "You, here." They grabbed me, and they basically threw me across, like, away from the march. And when I asked why, they said to me, "You better find out who ripped that flare, you better start coughing up names, or we're going to not let you into the game." And I'm just sitting there like, what the fuck? And then they're like, you're the ringleader, you're the ringleader. I'm still sitting there like, what the fuck? They basically had a go at me, and they asked me for ID, and when I refused to give them ID, they're just like, "Oh, you better do it or we're going to arrest you." The thing is, right, I had no involvement with the flares. I had no involvement with whatever happened. So they basically just picked me because I'm a bigger looking guy, and I guess I was dressed like weirdly, or dressed fittingly according to their, you know, description. And they just picked me out, and I was not allowed to the game. I was not allowed near the stadium, I wasn't allowed in the city. So they told me I have to go home, otherwise they're going to arrest me. Basically I had to show them that I had booked the Uber to go home, otherwise they would have arrested me on the spot. I know I'm not like the most kind person, I know I'm not on the best side of the law, but this time I had generally done nothing besides chant. I wasted $150 on Ubers from my house to the city, and from the city back to my house for 3 hours. For 3 hours of nothing. Because the police had the need to tell me I cannot go to a game because someone ripped a flare. Now, I'm sorry if I'm ranting here, but this really fucks me off, as I did nothing wrong, and I had to waste that much money to go watch some bullshit. Anyway, guys, it's been your boy RUSHRC. I hope you have a good one. Peace.